The modern world doesn't happen by accident. It's built. Built by people who bring everything they've got day after day, creating greatness under the toughest conditions. It's anything but easy. They build the roads we drive on, the houses we live in, the offices we work in, the things that help us live comfortable modern lives. But where they work, they are denied even the smallest comforts, like a good cup of coffee. They deserve better. One company has done the hard work to change that. Introducing the COFFEEBOXX by OXX. Made beyond rugged to deliver in the harshest environments. Built for those who bring it. It's years in the making. Designed, tested, then redesigned. Every piece industrial grade. Every detail perfected. In trial after trial, it outperforms any other coffee maker. Meeting standards no one dared to set. At just 11 pounds, the COFFEEBOXX has a compact, portable design that goes anywhere. It's dust-proof and watertight. No spills or leaks, no matter where you take it or how you pack it. Its heavy-duty chassis has been engineered and tested to surpass anything the industry has dared to imagine. With a removable 2.5-liter tank, the COFFEEBOXX holds 75% more water than the average machine. It's made of impact-resistant material to handle whatever you can throw at it. When we say built beyond rugged, we mean it. Bring anything you got. COFFEEBOXX takes it and still delivers. Cup after cup, job after job. Greatness isn't easy. Just ask the people who build our modern world. Like them, OXX is ready to do what's never been done. And we can't do it alone. Help OXX go the last mile to create the world's toughest coffee maker, built for the hardest working people on earth.
I'm Jim Dillon, founder of OXX. Our passion is designing products that go beyond people's expectations. What I learned from working in the world's largest home appliance manufacturer was that the want and the need to excel, to do something really exceptional is difficult. It requires a lot from people, it requires a lot of imagination, it requires a lot of dedication. With OXX, that's why I started the company. We can do that. I've spent 3 years building this. We're doing things our own way. No shortcuts, no middlemen, no compromises. We're going to bring OXX directly to people who care about great products and performance. The product is ready, our team is ready. We just need a final push to pay for manufacturing. If we succeed, Kickstarter backers will receive the OXX COFFEEBOXX before anyone else. If you believe in doing something that's never been done, we need you. I hope you'll join us.
The average office. A place for work and creation. But in recent years, a new hazardous phenomenon has arisen. It is known as the screen-slouch. This is a screen-sloucher. Look at him, slouching in front of his screen. Here is the female screen-sloucher, slouching in front of a much smaller screen. The slouching makes her appear less confident. Her back aches. Every day, for 8 to 12 hours, slouching is an inherent part of the office habitat. This is Upright Go, a smart wearable that helps the slouchers become upright. It is the simplest way to improve your posture. Just stick it to your back and press the button. That's it. Upright will vibrate every time you slouch. Look at the effect it has on the screen slouchers. Such a smile has not been seen on their faces for a long time. Since Upright Go sits directly on the back, it is the only device that truly senses the back. It's also the only posture trainer that works no matter what you are doing, sitting, standing, or walking. Oh look! One of the screen slouchers had discovered that if you press the button once more, Upright Go switches to tracking mode, a mode that doesn't vibrate when you slouch, but still keeps all your daily posture data in the Upright app. Incredible. To conclude our research, we returned to the office 2 weeks later. The results were astonishing. After only 2 weeks, being upright became second nature. Here is one sloucher 2 weeks ago, and here he is now. See how much more confident and better looking he appears. We're in luck. It seems the male ex-sloucher finally feels confident enough to approach the female ex-sloucher. Exciting. So if you too wish to stop being a screen sloucher, get Upright Go. It's incredible how in only 2 weeks, we've been spotted. Abort! Abort!
Hi, my name is Oded Cohen, CEO of Upright. When we started Upright 3 years ago, we were just 3 founders with a mission to help people correct their posture and prevent back pain. Since then, Upright has shipped thousands of units of our professional products to happy users. Our team grew to 20 engineers, designers, and marketers. But our mission hasn't changed. We want to help more people have better posture. That is why we decided to create a more casual version, the Upright Go. Now, in order to put it in the market, we need your help. If you care about your back, support us and get Upright Go. I promise, you'll love it.
Hi, my name is Tony Zentil. I'm from Laguna Beach, California. I grew up skateboarding, surfing, and snowboarding. Then later on I got into riding bikes and dirt bikes too. Keeping everything tuned up is a crazy challenge. I got a bunch of tools in the garage, summer shop tools, summer tools that I travel with that I just throw in the bag. I started having ideas on how to make these tools better. I started making some prototypes, and what I found was that something that worked well for a skateboard tool could also work well for a snowboard tool, where there was another detail that might work well on a bike tool. And what I found was that I wasn't just making one tool, I was kind of making different tools for action sports, which then kind of really just morphed into this idea for a new brand. I have a snowboard tool I'm calling the powder pliers. It's got a number 3 Phillips for mounting your bindings, a number 2 Phillips, a slotted screwdriver, and a 4mm for your binding hardware. There's box wrenches for replacement binding bolts. There's a removable sleeve that you can use on the number 3 Phillips to lock it at 90 degrees, which is killer for getting some extra torque on your bindings. There's also an edge file if you need to do some on-mountain file work, which is kind of nice if you need to do an emergency tune. Eero Ettila is a Winter X Games gold medalist. He's riding for Fix and super stoked on the tool. We have a system we're calling the all-time belt, and it keeps the tool always within reach. I also have a skate tool I'm calling the board sword. There's a number 2 Phillips, a slotted screwdriver, and an 1/8" hex bit for your deck hardware. There's even a file to score grip when you're building a new board, so that's great if you're on the road traveling or you're away from your garage. The sleeve has a safety blade to cut your grip, a 9/16 wrench for your truck, and a 3/8" wrench for your deck bolts. The wheel wrench has a nice little bend in it so you can get into deep wheel wells, which is kind of nice. Steve Cavallero is a skateboarding legend and we're stoked to have him on the team. Cav also rides motos and mountain bikes. He works on custom cars and custom bikes, so he's always in need of killer tools. I have a bike tool called the wheelie wrench. It's 16 tools in one, and it's also one of the most compact tools on the market. You got all your metric hex bit sizes, torques, and of course slotted in Phillips. There's spoke wrenches, you got a tire lever, a couple box wrenches. There's also a 15mm open-ended wrench, which is great for most BMX axles. Mike Hucker is a top pro BMX rider. He's pretty tough on his bike and he's back in the wheelie wrench. Hucker totally sends it. Look at how nice the wheelie wrench fits in his 5-pocket pants, and notice that all the tools fit in the all-time belt. Oh, and check out what else the belt does. What I'm looking for with this Kickstarter campaign is to pay off my tooling costs. So what you can do to help me is to buy a tool. I'm offering 3 tools. You can also buy a combo pack which has any one of the tools, a belt buckle, and I'll even throw in a hat. Be sure to visit the website fixmfg.com. You can also connect to my social media there. I really hope you enjoyed the tools, and thanks for checking me out. Rolling. 18. Popeye the Sailor Man. That's what that was.
Hi, I'm Gavin Fish from LH Labs. After launching Geek Pulse here on Indiegogo, it quickly became one of the most successful crowdfunding campaigns the high-performance audio industry has ever seen. Geek Pulse itself was transformed from a small but powerful desktop DAC into a larger, more feature and technology-rich device. Thanks to our backers, Geek Pulse is now a DAC that easily outperforms its competition at 3 times its price. Now that we're shipping to our backers, we're happy to participate in Indiegogo's Forever Funding pilot program to give more of you the opportunity to pre-order Geek Pulse at a much lower price prior to its retail launch. Thank you so much for backing Geek Pulse, and please come back to this campaign often because we have some surprises that we'll be adding in the next few days. And now let me show you the original campaign video.
It occurred to us that the way that we listen to music is changing. When the world adopted the CD as the preferred way to play back music, we all collectively decided that convenience was more important than quality. And record labels, recording artists, and engineers have begun to release music in higher resolution than CD could have ever provided. Computers are great at storing high-resolution audio files, but they're not so good at playing it back. You really need a good DAC that is capable of converting high-resolution data files into actual music, and computers just don't have them. A little while ago, my company crowdfunded a project called Geek Out.
Well, a Sacramento startup is trying to make music come alive right in your own living room.
Well, if you listen to music or watch movies on your laptop, you already know the sound can sometimes leave a little to be desired.
At the end of the campaign, they had raised more than $300,000.
Geek Out, it was started on a Kickstarter campaign, and boy, this little gadget's got some balls.
It was a hugely successful campaign that taught us so much about bringing this type of product to market. During the campaign, we were asked over and over again for a desktop-sized version of Geek Out, which would have more room for even more features. That's why we're coming out with Geek Pulse. It's a high-definition digital audio system that will really bring your music to life. It has 4 digital inputs, so you can connect almost anything to it. Your CD player, your Oppo, your Blu-ray. But where it really shines is its USB interface. With USB, Geek Pulse can play high-resolution audio up to 128 times the quality of a CD. It has 2 outputs, one to connect to your stereo or your powered speakers, and one for your headphones. Like its little brother, Geek Pulse solves a couple of problems.
First, if you have a nice set of headphones, you know that some of those super expensive guys need some real power to drive them. With Geek Pulse, you have a 3-watt headphone amplifier. That's enough to drive anything on the market that we know of.
Second, many USB DACs in this price range sacrifice quality by using low-end parts that inject noise into the system. Geek Pulse is designed and engineered by the same team that builds DaVinci Dual DAC, one of the very best digital components on the market today. And like DaVinci, Geek Pulse tests the limits of our measurement equipment to measure noise. That may seem like a small thing, but it goes a long way in making your music sound its best. When we launched our last crowdfunding campaign for Geek Out, we were after the funds that we needed to tool up to make the device. Through that process, it became clear that the experience was very different than we ever could have expected. And the information we got from our backers helped us to make a better product. That's why we decided to crowdfund Geek Pulse. The Geek Pulse DAC is just one component in the line that we hope to continue building that will work together with your digital and analog gear, your iDevices and Androids. In whatever way you decide to contribute, either by backing Geek Pulse, or by sharing our project, or by providing input to help us improve it, your contribution is key in helping us make products that we know you'll love. Thank you so much for your support.